going to answer a couple of questions for me. This is the EuroSPI 2013 here in Dundalk IT in Ireland. Patricia, could you just tell me a little bit about your background, please?
I'm a professor in the United States at California Polytechnic University, located between San Francisco and Los Angeles. And I'm a professor there. My background is both computer science as well as business, and I teach these topics. So I teach quality and testing and project management and process improvement. And I just gave a talk as one of these, the past, the present, and the future of quality.
Oh, brilliant. And is that kind of like the ISO quality standards that we would have here in Ireland? Certain processes and procedures to be followed?
This one is more of a kind of a look back at quality and where we're at now and what to expect in the future.
Okay.
And so I didn't relate it to specific standards, although I did talk about a recent study from the American Society for Quality. They put out a new report talking about this internationally, so I talked a bit about that.
Okay, that's great. Patricia, if I could ask you, how did you come to EuroSPI?
I was speaking years ago, probably 10 years ago, at another conference in Germany and learned about EuroSPI, and have been coming back on and off for years since then.
Okay. Little break there because you answered that question very quickly.
Okay. I can lead into the next one. What's the next one?
The next question, if I could just ask you, Patricia, what value do you see in EuroSPI?
Oh, immense value. It's wonderful because you've got people from all around the world and all sorts of cultures and standards and way of doing things, and the knowledge is just amazing. And so I learn a lot and talk to lots of people. I think one of the best parts is the networking. The talks are great, but you also get to talk to all the different people and learn what everybody's doing and how they do it, and that certainly helps me in academia because anybody can read a book. I want to know what's going on in industry and what are the challenges.
Okay, so the real side of it, not just the theory, but the
not
practical side of
right.
things.
And we've got brilliant people here.
And do you keep in touch with them throughout the year?
Yes, it's resulted in some research papers and giving joint presentations and a number of things. That's really invaluable, and the people here are just great. They're really all really good people that are very much interested in what they're doing, and it's very interesting.
That's great.
Well, we're taping.
Yeah. Okay, the last question that I have for you, Patricia, in your opinion, what are the next challenges of SPI?
Well, we've been talking this whole week about certain topics that we think are important, and so I think there'll be some different themes coming up with the next one in Luxembourg. One of the ones that I identified was security. Big issue. We're relying more and more on our data, and it's being collected, and trying to keep it private, try to keep it secure. We've got all the issues going on these days with hacking and cybersecurity. And along with that, another theme will be ethics. What's being collected? What are people doing with the data?
Mm-hmm.
How do we protect it? But also the people that need to think about what they're putting out there on the internet. And especially my students. And this is true worldwide. They put all these crazy things out there, and then they want to get a job and think, oh, the employers won't care. And I've never met an employer that doesn't do as much of a background check through Facebook as they can, because that really does give you a well-rounded picture.
Oh, it certainly does, yes.
And the students think, well, this is my information, it's my private life, but not when you put it out on the internet.
Certainly not. It's there for everybody to see. Even
That's
if you
right.
delete it off your page, it's still there
It's
for
still
people
there,
to see.
and it will probably come back to haunt you, especially if you become famous.
Yes, exactly. It's interesting that you talk about security and ethics, because a lot of people have been saying that in these interviews,
Mm-hmm.
that security seems to be one of the biggest issues and challenges for people in SPI.
I agree. So I think those are two main themes that you're going to see next time.
That's great. Lovely. Thanks very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.